PDFworld.com. You're watching the videos on constructions. So now in this video we'll discuss some of the advanced concepts of construction. So far in the previous videos we have done the concepts related to basic steps of constructions. Now we'll use that basic concepts or steps you can say of constructions, and we can now construct triangles, which are very important from the exam point of view, and we will also see how we can correlate construction and congruency, why congruency is needed, and how we can justify it through construction. So let's get started with the first topic, which is introduction. Now, so far we have studied some basic construction. Now some of the concepts of constructions will be discussed based on rules of congruency. Now let me write the rules of congruency. So we have basically learned these rules. Let's say SSS, SAS, ASA, or we can say AAA, or angle side, and RHS, right? So therefore a triangle is unique if two sides and the included angle is given, or three sides are given, or two angles and the included side is given, or right angle, hypotenuse and one side is given. However, let's say if we are given, let's say, two sides and angle is given, right, but it's not included, so it's not included, then we cannot construct a triangle. And we have also learned through congruency that if the angle is not included, then we cannot use the congruency to prove the triangle that they are congruent or something like that. The same way, if the triangle doesn't follow the rules of congruency, then it's not possible for us to construct a triangle. So we'll see how we can justify the rules of congruency while using the construction. So let's get started with the first basic concept, first construction, that is we need to construct a triangle given its base angle and some of the other two sides. So let's say we have a basic triangle like this, right? Let's say this is BC and A. Now what is given is its base is given. Let's say BC is given. Let's say it's anything you can take. Let's say it's 6 centimeter, and then its base angle is given. So let's say this angle is given, right? Now it's also given the sum of other two sides. So let's say it's given AB plus AC, it's given. So let's say how we can construct a triangle if these conditions are given. Then we'll follow how we can justify that the construction we have done is correct, right? Now, so what are the steps of construction? The first step is we need to draw the base BC. So first of all we need to draw a base BC like this. Say this is a base BC. Then at point B we need to make an angle, say XBC equal to the given angle. So whatever the base angle is given, we need to draw the angle at B. So let's say we can use the compass, open an arc, then we can draw an angle. So any type of angle, whatever the base angle is given, we can draw over here, right? Now, so let's say this point is X now. So this angle is XBC. Now what we need to do is, second step, cut a line segment BD equal to AB plus AC. Means we need to measure, or we need to open a compass. Let's say this is a pointed end and this is a pencil part. Then we need to open a compass equal to the sum of AB plus BC, and then keeping this as point we need to make a cut. Let's say this is a cut over here, right? Now, so let's say this, we name is this as a D. Now the next part is we need to join DC such that they make an equal angle. So let's see how we can do this. Means what we need to do is we need to join, say DC like this, then we have, now we need to make an angle DCY equals to BDC. So let's say how we can do this. Means we need to make a line from this point C such that, like this, let's say we have a line like this, and let's say this point is A, such that this angle is equals to this angle, right? So this is how we have to make an angle like this, such that angle DCY, this angle, equals to angle BDC, right? Now let CY intersect BX, this line at A, right? So this is a point A. Now we have a required triangle ABC. So the required triangle is in ABC. So this is how we can construct a triangle when a base, angle, base, and sum of the other two sides are given. Now, so the next step is we need to justify that the construction we have done so far, an angle at B, right? So we can say that angle ACD is equals to angle ADC, means this angle equals to this angle we have drawn, we can say by construction, right? By construction, then we can say that AC equals to AD, means this side equals to this side. Why? Because opposite angles are equal. We can say that AC equals to AD. Why? Because sides opposite to equal angles are equal, right? Then we have, let's say we can say that AB, this side AB equals to, say, BD minus AD, means this complete side BD, if we take away AD from it, so we get AB, right? Now AD equals to AC, means this side equals to this side, it's given, so we can write AB as BD minus AC. So we take AC over this side, so we have AB plus AC equals to BD. So which proves the criteria for triangle? If, like say, one side should be always larger than the sum of other two sides, right? So this is how we can say that through justification that the construction we have done so far is correct. So this is how we have to always justify our construction, right? So let's move on to the next concept, which is construction 2. Now this is a very important construction, and these question based on these type of constructions are generally seen in the examination, so you have to watch this part of the video very carefully. Now we need to construct a triangle given its base angle, and the difference of the other two sides. Now the difference is given, it's not the sum is given, the difference of two sides are given. Now here, let's say if we have a triangle like this, we have a triangle BC and A. Now first part is, if AB is greater than AC, means if AB minus AC is given, then next case we'll discuss further when AC, means this side is greater than this side, means AC, when AC is greater than AB, or we can say that if AC minus AB is given. So these are the two different cases. You have to watch the part of video very carefully again. Now so let's discuss first case, let when AB is greater than AC, that is AB minus AC is given. So what are the steps of construction? We need to draw the base BC. So first of all, we need to draw the base BC like this. Let's say we have a base like this now. Then at point B, we need to make an angle XBC equal to the given angle. So whatever the given angle, it's the base angle, we need to draw at this point. First let's mark this point as BC, then we make angle B, whatever the base angle is given at this point. Then what we need to do is we need to extend the line from point B like this. So let's say this is a line, and let's say we mark this point as X. Now we need to cut the line segment BD equals to AB minus AC. So whatever is AB minus AC, it's given. We need to cut the line segment which is BD from the ray BX. So let's say it cuts out to be from like this. So let's say this is a point D, right? Then what we need to do is we need to join DC. So let's join DC. So this is, we are joining DC now. So let's say we have DC, we have joined the DC. Now the next step is we need to draw the perpendicular bisector of DC. So how to draw a perpendicular bisector? We need to open compass more than half. Then from point C we make an arc like this and one arc like this, and then from point D we make another arc like this and another arc like this, right? Then we draw a dotted line like this, right? And then what we need to do is we need to extend the line passing through these points. Let's say we extend the line till it reaches over here, right? Like this. Okay, then what we need to do is we need to extend the ray BX also so that they can meet. So let's say we extend it like this, let's say like this, and they meet somewhere at this point like this, right? So let's say we mark this point as A. Then what we need to do is we need to join AC, right? So we need to join AC, right? So this is our required triangle. So this is how we can draw the triangle when AB minus AC is given, right? So let's see how we can justify this now. So it's given that the base BC and angle B have drawn, and we also know that AD is equals to AC. Why? Because we have drawn a perpendicular bisector, this perpendicular bisector. So we can say that AD equals to AC. Why? Because we have drawn this perpendicular bisector. We can say properly, right? Then we can say that BD equals to AB minus AD, right? And AD is equals to AC is given, so BD can be written as AB minus AC. So BD equals to plus AC equals to AB. So this is again which justifies the criteria for triangle. So this is how we can use the congruency and triangle to justify the construction we have done so far. So let's discuss the next case, case number 2. In this case, now what is given is AB is less than AC, means AC minus AB is given. So what we need to do is we need to draw a triangle like this first, right? So let's say we have ABC. Now it's given that this side is greater than this side, means AC minus AB is given. So what we need to do is we need to follow the same steps as in the case we have done so far. However, what we need to do is first let's draw the base over here. So let's say we have a base like this. Let's say this is BC. Then again what we need to do is we need to cut the BD, the line segment which is equals to AC minus AB, but in the opposite segment. So what we need to do is we need to first extend, draw an angle, and then extend the line. First we need to draw an angle at point B, and then we need to extend the line, let's say X-ray. Then we need to cut BD in the opposite direction of BX like this, right? So let's say this is BD. Then what we need to do is we need to join DC. Let's say we join DC like this. Then what we need to do is we need to draw perpendicular bisector. PQ of DC means we need to draw the perpendicular bisector of DC. Again we need to open a compass more than half. So let's say we open a compass more than half. We draw one cut over here, one over here, and from C again we draw cut one over here, and then from one from here. Then what we need to do is we need to draw the dotted line. So let's say we draw it again. So from this, let's say these are the points, and we draw a dotted line from this, then which meets at point this A. Then what we need to do is we need to join the line segment AC. So this is our required triangle ABC. So this is how we can do the construction, and for the justification we need to follow the same steps we have done so far in the case 1. So this is how we can do these type of examples. So let's do the next concept, construction 3. Now this is a very important concept and question, and the question of these type of, like, you can see very often in examinations, so you have to watch this video, part of the video, very carefully. Okay, now we need to construct a triangle given its perimeter and two base angles. Means the perimeter of a triangle is given. So let's say we have a triangle like this, A, B, C. Let's say its perimeter is given, means AB plus BC plus AC is given, and then we need to draw a triangle, and two base angles are given, means angle B and angle C are given. So let's see how we can do this. First of all, what we need to do is we need to draw a line segment XY. So let's say this is XY, then equals to BC plus CA plus AB, means it should be equal to the perimeter. Then what we need to do is we need to make an angle LXY equals to angle B, and MYX equals to angle C. Means from here we draw one angle, and from here we draw another angle. So let's say this is angle equals to B, which is MXY, and this is LXY, and this is MYX, and this is equals to C, and this is equals to B, and this is equals to C. Now what we need to do is we need to bisect angle LXY and angle MYX. So we need to bisect these angles. Again, for bisection we need to open more than half, as you know the process. So you can draw a line like this, right? Same here, same process for bisection of angle. We draw a line like this. So let's say they meet at point A now, right? Now what's the next step? We need to draw a perpendicular bisector of AX and AY. Again we follow the same step, open more than half, right? And then we draw a line passing through these points. Again we open more than half, then again we draw a line, right? Then what we need to do is we need to join these points, these intersection points of these perpendicular bisectors. So let's say these perpendicular bisectors are PQ and RS. So these are the point PC. So this is a required triangle A, B, C, right? So this is how we can draw the construction if the perimeter and the two base angles are given. Now what's our next step is we need to justify the construction we have done. So how we can justify? Let's say it's given that BC or BC plus AB plus AC equals to, let's say, BC, this part, plus XB, this part, plus CY, right? We can write, let's say, BC plus XB plus CY, so which is equals to XY, right? Let me repeat again. It's given BC plus XB plus CY, which is equals to XY, right? Now we know that XA, this line, is equals to, or we can say XB, this part, is equals to AB. Why? Because PQ is a perpendicular bisector. We can say that XB equals to AB. Why? Because we have drawn a perpendicular bisector, right? Now next we can say that similarly CY is equals to AC. So CY equals to AC. Same reason, right? So we can say that, let's say, we can say angle B AX equals to angle AXB, means angle BAX means this angle is equals to angle AXB, this angle, because two sides are equal, the opposite angles are equal, right? Then similarly we can say that angle ABC is equals to angle BAX plus angle AXB, right? Means angle ABC, this angle, equals to this angle plus this angle, because interior angle equals to sum of exterior opposite angles, right? So we know that this angle and this angle are equal, so we can say that angle ABC equals to 2 times angle AXB, right? So since AX is a bisector of an angle, so we can say that angle ABC is angle LXY, means this angle is equals to this complete angle. So through correspondence of angle we can say that a triangle ABC is a required triangle. So this is how we can justify our construction. So this is how we can use the concept in the perimeter and the two base angles are given. So let's do the example related to this question. Now the example is, we need to construct a triangle ABC in which angle B is 60 degree, angle C is 45, and AB plus BC plus CA is 11 centimeter is given. So first what we need to do is, we need to draw rough triangle ABC, right? So what we need to do is, what is given? AB is given, let's say ABC is given 60 degree, and angle C is given 45 degree, and AB plus BC plus CA is 11 centimeter. So this is how we have to solve. So what is the first step? First step is, we need to draw a line XY which is equals to 11 centimeter. Then keeping X as a base, we draw angle 60 degree, and angle Y we draw 45 degree. So we need to draw 60 degree angle over here and 45 degree angle over here, then like this, and then like this. Then what's the next step? We need to draw the bisector of these two angles. So let's say we name this as L and M, same way. So we draw the bisector of these two angles. Let's say we pass a line like this. Similarly we draw the bisector of this angle also. Let's say we pass a line like this, and let's say they meet at point A now. So what we need to do is, next step, we need to draw the perpendicular bisector of AX and AY. So let's draw it. So open more than half a compass, then keeping A as this point, we draw one mark and then another. So do like this. Then what we need to do similarly like this, and then like this. So what is the required triangle? So we join this one and this one, right? So this is a required triangle. ABC is a required triangle. So this is how we can do the steps of construction and use the concept to solve any type of question related to triangles. So thank you once again for watching this video on edupediaworld.com. Keep watching further videos. Have a nice day.